preservation. Today, more than ever, an endless variety of preserved food imported from all over the world is available to consumers. Yet, as rich as we are to diversified taste, we are equally poor in the knowledge of traditional food preservation and its techniques in our own backyard. Preservation has been around since time immemorial. For most of the methods here in Sarawak, Borneo, preparation is determined by the weather and geographical location. From the highland to the sea and the jungle to the river, this culinary wisdom stems from oral history. The custom to keep food from spoilage and to extend shelf life of one's harvest has been passed down for generations. In Search of the Food Preservers covers the cross-pollination of the multicultural palates of its people, which is the epitome of Sarawak's food heritage. But most significantly, it's the cooking process strictly acquired by instinct that is truly at risk of getting lost and forgotten. 6 food preservers, 6 indigenous groups, and 6 traditional methods. And I'm obsessed with documenting and preserving our culinary culture. In this episode, time is of the essence, and patience is key to salting eggs. Going to Kampong Sejuta is a totally different experience for me because the old town of Kuching houses from way back, we call it the Min Bazaar. And then I get on the boat instead of going by car. In a matter of 10 minutes, the scenery changes. So then we get to see these Malay kampongs by the riverside, most of them on stilts. And it was just one after another, and it was so wonderful to see. And then suddenly I see by the riverside these trees that I recognized, and I said, oh, would that be the Pedada tree? And the boatman says, yes, that is exactly the Pedada tree. And so nice. We actually, went right up to it so that I could pluck some, although everybody on the boat was so worried that I would fall.
Oh. Be careful.
No, don't worry about it. Ada satu. When I was a kid going to Sarawak, I wanted to I lost paper. I jumped, and they caught my legs. So this is easy.
It was the first time that I've actually seen the fruit on the tree, and the pedada is something that not many people know about. After about 20 minutes, we get into this. There was a split in the river, and just a few minutes from there, I recognized that color. And indeed, we arrived, and that big shed next to the main house, all the regatta boats, which is one of the reasons that we had to be there. stepping off the boat, I was welcomed with open arms.
Thank you. All right. Anak ambil berdadah. Yes, sana saya berdadah. Yes. Tambah belacan. Nyaman.
It's not just one person, but literally like the whole extended family. There was aunties and nieces and brothers and sister-in-laws, and everybody was there. It was sunny and it felt like we were on vacation.
Oh, Loretta, it's so good to be here, and thank you for being with us.
It was just so lovely. Actually, it's through Lisa that I know quite a bit about her parents, and through her mother, I know a lot more about Lisa. So Lisa is Kak Norita's daughter, and Lisa has actually been doing the salted eggs. She says to me, I am the kitchen slave. So this, I asked, is it true to the mother? And the mother laughs. When I spoke to Lisa's brother who is in charge of the regatta team, he still can't believe the father had just passed away a year ago. He said, all the advice my father gave me, and whom do I ask now? In terms of, we were talking about the regatta, and I found out that actually it started with the father. I was very emotional actually meeting Kak Norita because she had just lost her husband. Together with her husband, 36 years ago, they started something, and that was the Tadika.
Mula-mulanya Tadika ini diasas oleh Allahyarham suami saya. This is my husband. My 50th anniversary. Minggu depan 1 tahun lah dia dah meninggal. Semenjak kita penubuhan 1985, memanglah jatuh bangun memang adalah tetap kita berniaga lah kirakan. Banyak pahit manis yang saya lalui bersama dengan Allah Ilham suami saya membangunkan Tadika ini.
Today, we actually have your granddaughter to tell us how to salt eggs. Shakira, correct?
Yeah.
Shakira.
Alright, so as you can see here, there are 3 different types of egg. This one is a duck egg, this one is the chicken egg, and this one is the quail egg. And this one is the ready-made, we have preserved it. So this process is called as the brine process. While the other hand, this one is called it the curing process, where we mix it with half of sugar and also half of salt. And as you can see here, it is the only egg yolk. We usually use it for mooncake, and when it is baked, we usually grated it like cheese.
Right, okay, so it's really nice and dry.
Yep.
And hard.
Yes.
Okay. So that's curing eggs. This is the ready-to-use eggs, the quail, the chicken and the duck.
Yep.
And this, how long has it been?
3 weeks.
3 weeks,
Yep.
so it's not quite ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Kak, what are you going to show us today? What is this dish called?
Botok telur masin.
Okay. Do you use duck or chicken usually?
Duck.
Let's talk about the duck eggs. And you have to weight it down. So sometimes people put plate, just fill in more brine into a plastic bag and then put it on top as long as the eggs stay merged. The same for the chicken eggs. And why duck eggs is because the yolk is bigger. And perhaps that is why too, salted eggs in Sarawak is shared by everybody, not just the Chinese. It's really the Malays, the Ibans, and any indigenous group. Salted eggs is something that people really enjoy.
Hi, I'm Datin Dayang Mariani Abang Zain, and I'm also known as Chun Pei Lan. Was it Chunang? But as a little girl, I was raised up by my Malay family, and it has been a wonderful sharing. And that's why every time when people ask me, send my regards to your dad, I always turn around and say, which one? You know, because I have two dads. That's the beauty about having two dads. And I ended up having a third dad when we were adopted by the barrio community.
The fact that you have so many different cultures in your intimate life makes you quite special, because you must have tasted so many different types of food, and that's why you are our culinary commentator.
Salted egg is something that my both families eat them. This is mostly when I go back to Cebu and live with my Teochew family. 9:30 is moi time. So you have your porridge and you will have a salted egg. The Malays also have their porridge, and it's called bubur asura. Actually, asura is a date in the calendar. So that's when we do the bubur asura. I remember doing it with my mom, and then after that we pack it and we give it to the needy or our neighbors. So the bubur asura is all the different things that put into the bubur, but then we put coconut milk.
And it is a Malay or Melanau
Malay dish.
Okay.
So botok, it's a mixture, grated coconut, and they put herbs and spices.
Ada more pedas. Kalau mak nak pedas.
Yes,
Okey.
pedas.
Lagi.
So this is the base of the botok. And then after that, you will show how we put the salted egg, duck egg. Okay, turmeric flour. Curry powder. Okay. You know, right or enough? Just tengok saja, ya. Agak-agak.
Makan sedap.
Makan sedap.
Memang sedap. Kalau nak buat banyak. Kalau masak tak lama.
A lot of steps.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Salt.
Salt. Okay.
Too much.
Too much.
Telur dah masin kan?
Yeah.
Jadi ini mesti jangan terlampau masin.
Okay. Yes, that's right.
And then turmeric leaves, and then they just mix it up.
Nice color.
Yes, it's just beautiful. I can see you're very happy with the results because you're smiling whilst you are mixing it. Okay.
And they put it on mengkudu leaf. Tell us something about the mengkudu.
Mengkudu is actually, you can't grow them. They will grow wild.
Oh.
You know, it's around all over my garden. And the fruit is called noni fruit.
Wah ni, bagi dimakan. Kita aku buka kulitnya, kemudian ambil isinya. Ada isi putih warna putih.
The leaves is fantastic. We use it for Botox, but you can also eat the leaves as a veggie. Yes, and I love it because it has a little bit of bitterness in it, but of course it's a quiet taste. Not everybody likes bitter.
Lagi. Okay. Okay.
So you make a hole, and that's where the salted egg will go in.
Yes.
When it is put in a container, then they make a little indentation, and then they break in the egg that is raw but salted. And then they cover it with the same filling. And then they wrap it up with the mengkudu leaves.
Okay, tekan.
So Kak, this is ready?
Yeah.
Ready to be steamed?
Steam.
Okay.
And they steam it for about 20 minutes.
Okay, dah.
Memory with my father is that 2014 I won the Sarawak Regatta punya piala. That is my present to my father lah. So that try to prove it to people that melanau boleh.
One day the father said to him, well, why don't we start in Kuching and in Sarawak? Well, the rest is history because look at the brother, awards after awards, trophy after trophy.
Do you know when that Botok became what it is today with a salted duck egg?
Actually, with the egg, it's a very new trend.
That's what I want to hear about. As we all believe, salted egg is more Chinese, especially the century egg comes from China.
When we were growing up, we never used salted egg for it. We use fish.
Right?
You know, there's no refrigerator, but the fish for Botok is a bit special. You need to have it a little bit off. They do not want to use fresh fish. Then they will, marinate it, and they will start adding all those, and then only then they do the Botok.
The mengkudu leaves turn black, but it is totally edible. So Botok apparently is usually made during Ramadan.
And of course, in my Malay family, this is more popular during puasa time. I don't really know why, but then it is that time that everybody's looking for Botok. Not the Botok that you put on your face, but this is the salted egg Botok.
Wow, so nice.
Nice.
Daun pun boleh. Ini hamburger Melayu. I cannot believe that you made this so incredible. And I also didn't understand that you can actually eat the leaf. Yeah? So I'm going to bite it. Okay. Just the turmeric. Yeah, very, very nice. And the curry is not so strong. It's good. Yeah. And this is actually very delicious. The makundu.
Makundu,
Yeah, very, very nice. It really goes very well. Thank you very much.
Macam saya juga kan kahwin muda. Saya 19 tahun. Habis pun 3 saya kahwin.
In the end, it's a love story that started 50 years ago. For 36 years, they shared a mutual desire to nurture the very young, like their very own. Today, just recently widowed, the legacy to care for others that was started together as a couple continues in a family, notably through the sharing of food with the community. Walk down any street in Kuching City and you're bound to hear different languages and dialects spoken thanks to the multi-ethnicity of 29 major groups. And as such, it is a real melting pot of boundless types of cuisines. No matter the indigenous group that we come from, our ancestors had planned that we would never be short, passing down traditional methods of preserving food to last until the next harvest.